Dr. Kemi for Kemi Talks Media, Wednesday, the 7th of May, 2025. Breaking news coming out of the EFCC. Mercy Chinwo's manager has now been arraigned in court. The EFCC said nothing about EZT, Ezekiel, about him being arrested or detained or anything. They must have done that Gestapo styles too. But you can see clearly now that I was right. Okay, yesterday when I had this poster and I said, BBC News Pigeon did speak to the EFCC about VDM's arrest, and they denied it. And I said to you that Mercy Chinwo was behind this arrest and GCB. Okay, so going back to this guy, Ezekiel, basically what happened is when Sahara reported it, I knew this was going to happen. I told you guys yesterday. This is a lesson in betrayal. You know what I mean? When you trust a manager to your music, there's a lot of things not going well in the music industry globally. But in Nigeria, it's times 1,000. A lot of things that go on in the music business where your managers betray your trust, they set you up for this kind of stuff. So basically what they did was they brought Ezekiel into court on 7 charges relating to conducting foreign exchange transactions without the required license. Now, who does that? Okay, this guy, thank God they call him the former manager of Mercy Chinwo, Easy Global Concepts. They brought him to a federal high court in Lagos and they said he laundered money amounting to $255,000. Okay, let's look at it this way. Is it really money laundering when you're changing your money without a Forex license place like the CBN? Who on their fucking head goes to the CBN to change foreign exchange? CBN gives you like $2,000 limit. People don't go there. People want to pay school fees. People want to pay for their trips. Everybody goes to a Forex guy, a trusted Forex guy, or a bookies. So now they're literally charging him with conducting foreign exchange transaction without a required license. And this is partly because of Mercy Chinwo. They set him up. Chinwo and her husband set this guy up for that part of the charges. Now, they're saying that he did foreign exchange transaction with one Oladotu Moreke. It violates this, and they will now look for the laws in the Nigerian Constitution, and they said it violates Section 5 and 29(1) of the Foreign Exchange Monitoring Act. Since when did they start monitoring this stuff? Even people like Bukola Saraki, everybody was changing money with Monfa. Gather that Monfa was a licensed Forex operator. Okay, at the end of the day, you still can go to anybody else you want. If you have your aboki, if you tell your aboki you want $10,000 and your aboki has it and you know it's real money, it's not counterfeit, you go change it there. Everybody does this, even the politicians. Okay, at the end of the day, I think I've told you the story of my father's 10,000 pounds that Korede Asuni, his PA, stole 5 out of it in the plane. That money was taken to the Aboki and it was brought back. We gave the Abokis 10 million. They brought the 5,000 pounds back to the house, So we can still use Aboki if we want. Anyway, the lawyer, that was arguing for the bail says that, Izzy's children are sick. His children were ill and that he was the only one available to care for them. So he wanted bail. Can you imagine? It's like this Buhari judge, the name of the judge, Buhari Bala, he urged, this Buhari Bala guy is like, I think is the prosecuting guy for EFCC. Anike is the judge. So Buhari Bala told the judge that he should remand him in the prison. Okay, Mercy Chinwo is playing with a lot, and I'm not going to say things on the earthly side. Things that's going to be happening from God. She really is messing up. So they've kind of argued that they should, keep this guy out of prison because his 2 children were ill and there's nobody else to, take care of him. The EFCC refused. They said they don't want him to have bail. They should hold him, And so basically, they handed him over to his lawyer as requested. Justice Anike said he has to reserve the ruling until May 9th. Today is the 7th, so the 9th will be Friday. On Friday, they'll see whether he can get bail or not. But this is wicked. Mercy is wicked. Merciless Chinwo. That's Chinwo. That's what they're calling her now. So this is where VDM gets entangled because VDM was in the process of helping this guy get his money. Now the EFCC has like banked him on something else. Like what happened to Yabo and AY? Like if they didn't like Yabo and AY, they'll find a way to hold them in there for that naira abuse, take them to court, prosecute them, get 6 months like Bobrisky and all that nonsense. So this is just like evil. The EFCC is just they're like enacting all these laws or activating all these stupid laws that never even whatever. But Mercy Chinwo, God is watching you. That's all I'm gonna say for right now. And they should release VDM. VDM has not done anything wrong. And if you know what they're doing with VDM, they've been asking VDM many stupid things. And I call them stupid because they want to know how he creates content. They want to know whether he has a tax thing for his content creation. If you're a content creator, when I taught you content creation free last year, I told everybody to get a tax thing. Go and get your TIN number because you have to pay tax on whatever you make in dollars or on your content creation. It's like everybody out there, most of the influencers don't pay any taxes. They just enjoy their dollars, change it, buy cars, all that. Now, Lagos State wants you to pay your taxes. I don't know about the rest of the country, but they were interrogating VDM on those things as well. But for right now, let me go. Mercy Chinwo's former manager has been docked on several charges, 7 of them by the EFCC, and a lot of them, they didn't even mention Mercy, but it's just the money this guy, the money transaction that caused their fighting is what they now docked him for. So it's really shady what Mercy and her husband did because they too must have done some fraudulent things or bypassed some laws that they may not even know. Anyway, let's watch.